This is Earth, a small blue sphere drifting through the dark and silent ocean of space. On this tiny planet, every human ever born, every story ever written, every war ever fought, and every moment of peace, pain, and joy ever felt, all of it happened right here. We often feel that our world is huge. The oceans seem endless, and the sky appears to have no boundary. But the truth is, on the vast scale of the universe, Earth is almost nothing. Today, we won't rely on imagination alone, but on comparisons and distances to understand just how incredibly large the universe truly is and how incredibly small we are. In the universe, Earth is not strong. It is extremely fragile, and perhaps it is because of this fragile layer that life was even possible. But now, think, if such a thin atmosphere protects the entire Earth, then as we move farther away from our planet, that protection slowly begins to disappear. And the moment we step outside this blanket of air, our next stage begins. Just 384,000 kilometers away from Earth, our closest neighbor, the Moon. This is where our journey truly begins. This is where we realize for the first time that what once felt very far to us is, for the universe, just the beginning. And the first stop of this beginning is something we see in the sky every night. At night, the moon feels very close. We see it every day, so it feels like it's right there. But the reality is different. The distance between Earth and the moon is about 384,000 kilometers. Within this single distance, nearly 30 Earths could fit in a straight line. If you started driving a car at a constant speed of 100 kilometers per hour without stopping, it would take more than 160 days to reach the moon. And remember, this is still only the first step of the universe. This is where we understand that space may look empty, but in reality, it is unimaginably vast. And if the distance to the moon already feels this enormous, then imagine, when we travel distances many times farther, how drastically our sense of scale begins to change. So now, we move toward the closest star to Earth, the Sun. Earth orbits the Sun at a distance of about 150 million kilometers. This distance is called 1 astronomical unit, or 1 AU. Sunlight takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth, and if a commercial airplane kept flying non-stop, it would take around 19 years to cover this single distance. Now, let's talk about the size of the Sun. Inside the Sun, about 1.3 million Earths could easily fit. Yet despite being so massive, the truth is, the Sun is just an average star in the universe. There are billions of stars like the Sun spread across the universe. And once again, our understanding shrinks. Because until now, we were only moving around a single star within a single system. But the real story doesn't end here. The solar system is not limited to just 8 planets. Beyond Neptune begins the Kuiper Belt, a vast region filled with ice and rocky debris. And far beyond that lies the Oort cloud. The Oort cloud is so distant that from there, the Sun appears as just another bright star. This is the farthest reach of the Sun's influence. The moment we cross this boundary, we slowly leave the solar system behind. And from here, our journey moves toward the entire galaxy. But on this journey, humans themselves are still far behind. The best example of this comes from 1977. That year, humans launched Voyager 1. It is the farthest traveling human-made object ever created. Its speed is about 17 kilometers per second. Yet even then, to completely exit the solar system, it will take around 30,000 years. The meaning is clear. No matter how fast technology becomes, the universe is many times larger. And the clearest proof of this appears when we look just a little farther, beyond our solar system. Outside the solar system, the closest star is Proxima Centauri. Its distance is 4.24 light years. That means even light takes more than 4 years to reach it. And Voyager 1, about 70,000 years. And remember, this is only the next door star. Now, think about this. If reaching a neighboring star is this difficult, then what about the millions and billions of stars that together form an entire galaxy? The name of our galaxy is the Milky Way. This galaxy contains between 100 and 400 billion stars, and nearly every one of those stars may have planets. The size of the Milky Way is about 100,000 light years, and Earth's place in this entire galaxy, like a dot that can't even be seen. And the stars we see in the night sky make up less than 1% of this galaxy, which means we don't even see the full picture of our own galaxy. And the most important part, the Milky Way, is not alone. It is just a small piece of something far larger. The Milky Way is part of the local group which then becomes part of the Virgo supercluster, and together they form an even larger structure, the Laniakea supercluster. Laniakea spans about 520 million light-years. Within this single structure, more than 100,000 galaxies exist. And what's astonishing is, even after being so enormous, this entire structure on the scale of the universe is still just a tiny fraction. And here, another question arises. When we say the universe, how far are we really talking about? That's why scientists use a term, the observable universe. The observable universe refers to the region from which light has had enough time to reach us. Its diameter is about 93 billion light-years. Within this single region, there are more than 200 billion galaxies, and the number of stars? Far greater than all the grains of sand on Earth. There may be more universe beyond this, but its light will never reach us. And this is where our understanding reaches its limit. This doesn't mean the universe ends here. It simply means this is as far as we can see and understand. The universe has no confirmed end, but one thing is absolutely clear. The universe is not just big. It is far bigger than the human mind can imagine. This journey through the universe ends here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Share your thoughts openly in the comments, and we'll meet again in the next video.